a long minute here. There we go. Hey, here we are.
Hey, hey, hey.
Yep. We are super excited to hop in here today because Rochelle and I were talking about travel earlier, and we want to talk to you about why we are so excited about what it is we have our hands on. So I found, yes. So one thing that I found about this, and we're going to share what we're really excited about first, and then we're going to go into some examples. But when I started looking at this super secret travel club that we have our hands on here, there's 850,000 hotels and resorts that are like 65% off. We're talking about most of the time beating out some really popular online sites that you guys are already using. One of them starts with an E that I'm sure a lot of people out there use all the time, and I have used in the past as well. But I found that a lot of the hotels and things that we stay at for volleyball and softball, and we're staying at for baseball, are a lot cheaper here than booking through the hotels themselves. And I'm going to give you examples for that. So these are places that we were staying anyways. So I found that this is just a no-brainer to save the amount of money on the places that we're already going to go, all the most popular places. In addition to that, we go to Mexico every year, sometimes 2 or 3 times a year. And I have found that the resorts that we are looking at are also in here, all inclusive, incredibly discounted. Rochelle, what was one of your favorite perks?
The travel voucher sold us immediately. That was like absolutely like sign us up. So
Absolutely.
Yep. It doesn't. I mean, who doesn't want something that you are going to use, and you can go to so many different locations, and not only in the U.S.
Mm-hmm. Yep, all over the place. And after a full calendar year of being part of this club, you will get a voucher for $1,500 to $2,000 for a vacation at one of 3,000 places that I'm going to show you guys at the end, because I just about peed my pants when I saw this list and the fact that Aruba was on there. So I'll show you that example too. So Rochelle and I have pulled together some examples of what it is that we're talking about and what this looks like. So this is just like how you would go and book on one of your favorite online third-party travel sites, right? That gets you the deep discount. You just get a portal that you can go in, you can book from there. It includes all taxes and fees. What you pay is what you get, and that's it. So I'm going to pull up some slides here so you guys can see. Oh, I went too far. Hold on a second. So you guys can see exactly what it is that we're talking about here. So this is an example of the Florida Keys. Okay, so what was it? Not this year, the year before, I think it was January 2024, Chad and I flew into Miami, rented a car, and we drove all the way down the Florida Keys and stayed in Key West for a couple days. Let me tell you, I booked from the hotel website and booked from the car rental place directly. We paid more money on that trip, that little trip of just flying, doing a long weekend to the Keys and back and flying home. We could have gone to Riviera Maya twice, I think, for what we paid to do this trip. So I would have killed for this back then, right? It was a cool experience. I don't regret the amount of money that we paid, but when I look at this, it's very disheartening that booking on Turnont Travel versus booking on the big popular online site that you guys are very aware of, it starts with an E, saves $3,320 for a very popular resort that's there. So that would have been incredibly handy to have back then. But like I said, I think everybody should do that trip at least once in their life for sure. All right, this is the one that blows me and Rochelle's mind. So after a year of being part of Turnont Travel, you get a free voucher to go on a vacation. Now, let me tell you, Rochelle and I, we're paying $65. This is like, you are spending so much more money on garbage subscriptions. You have no idea. I just looked at like the things that I'm paying. It was my PayPal account is where I didn't even notice it. I'm paying for iTunes charges. I don't even know what they are. So I got to go in and dig out through all of that. But all of the TV subscriptions that you have and all of the, I mean, I'm spending way more than $65 a month on things that I'm probably not using. So this $65 a month is $780 after a full year, but gets you a $2,000 or more, in this case, vacation. So I've always wanted to go to Aruba, but it's been cost prohibitive for us. I've got 3 kids, plus their significant others, my mom. We're talking 7 people that travel with us or more, right? And a lot of times we're paying for a lot of these rooms and the flights and everything in a lot of the cases. So we've never gone to Aruba because it's usually $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a week to go when we can go to Riviera Maya for about $1,000 a person. So when I saw that Aruba was one of the places we could go for free next year, I just about died. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Because this is on my list of places to go. You give me a cocktail, a palm tree, and some crystal clear blue water, and I'm the happiest person in the whole entire world. And that's exactly what this has. So when I went to Trinot Travel, let's say you just want to book this, it was $2,863 for the week for 2 people, all inclusive. This popular resort. We're not allowed to say the names of the hotels or the websites that we're using, but I have this stuff saved. So privately, I can tell you exactly and show you the pictures without that stuff removed. But publicly, we cannot disclose that information. The other site is the popular online site that you've heard of that starts with an E. That one is $6,000 for the week. Look at the difference for that same exact resort, same dates, $2,863 for Trinot Travel, $6,000 on the online popular site that people are using. And it's also a place where after 1 year of paying, even if I never, ever use it, never book a single hotel, paying $65 a month, I get gifted this $2,863 vacation for free.
That's the key right there. Never, even if you never saved on anything else through the whole year, you still get this.
Right. And I'm going to kind of run through a list at the end here and show you what's all on there. It's crazy. Yeah. All right. So let's say you're like, Becky and Rochelle, you guys are insane. I'm not leaving the country. You're nuts. Well, let's say you want to load up the kids and you've always wanted to take them to Florida, somewhere warm in the winter, right? You could drive to Florida essentially if you wanted to. We have condos. This is mind blowing to me. Condos in Orlando, $300, $400 for an entire week. When my kids were little, I always loved getting the suites or the rooms or condos that where we had the kitchen to make some of our own food because that helped save a lot of money. They could take naps. There's laundry and stuff like that. In a lot of cases, when you get a condo, $300 or $400 in Orlando. I'm not an Orlando person. I'm not a Disney person. But you know what? If you give me a beach, you can go a little bit further south, Miami Beach. A condo on the water, on the beach, $700 for the entire week. Like I can't even like
the week, not just the night, the whole week.
The whole week. Yeah, the whole week. And we just when we went to the Florida Keys, we flew into Miami, rented a car, and then drove down to the Keys. We stayed one night in Miami Beach, and the hotel that we stayed in was $350 because I wanted to be on the water. So that was one night. So for double that, you can stay an entire week and have a condo where you can make a lot of your own food. I'm all about that because I don't want to eat out 3 times a day. For one, you're going to feel like crap. For 2, you're just wasting money on food. Yeah, absolutely. So then if you're like, well, Becky, I don't travel at all. Rochelle, you guys are crazy. I don't go anywhere. Well, let's say you just stick around Wisconsin and you just want to go to the Milwaukee Zoo, right? So here we have the same exact hotel. And if you look really squint, you can tell what hotel this is. I looked at Trinot Travel. I looked at the hotel site, and I looked at that popular online site that I was talking about that everybody uses, right? Trinot Travel for the entire weekend. This is the first weekend of June. And then the addresses are on there too, just so I could kind of like really prove to you that this is legit the same hotel. $217 for the whole weekend, Trinot Travel. I looked at the hotel's website. It was $333. I looked at the online popular site, or was it backwards? $337 at the hotel's website, $333 at the popular online booking place that people are using. That's public. So that is a very considerable $120. I mean, heck, that's your park tickets. So definitely a savings there. Super easy to book online for sure. All right. So what does this all include? So up to 65% off of hotels, resorts, condos, cruises, car rentals, all of that. Easy booking platform is just like booking anything else online. There's no blackout dates at all. I'm part of a vacation club in the Caribbean that we use, and there's blackout dates. There's no blackout dates here. Every 12 months, you're going to get that free vacation voucher by paying $65 a month if you want to do this as an associate, or $75 a month as a customer. Now, here's the cool perk about the associate piece of it is if you enroll to become the associate, other people can book, get the travel club under you, and you would get benefit from that. So that's always a perk too. Here it is kind of blown up so you can see it a little bit better. There is a one-time $99 enrollment fee. But if you keep your travel going, it's not yearly or anything. It's the only way you'd have to repay that is if you canceled it and started it back up. Mm-hmm. So that is an amazing deal. And if you do decide to go the associate route, have you ever wanted to write your vacations off on your taxes and these fees?
Yep. Bingo.
Yep. We already over here, we're writing off our supplements on our taxes in a lot of cases, a lot of things like that, all of our internet, our phones, all of those things, because it's part of our business. But now our travel is included along with these fees, all a tax write-off. So your tax bill is going to be a lot less to Uncle Sam at the end of the year. So that is another perk. If you're already part of another company, if you have your own business and you add Tronaut Travel as part of a business that you're doing, you can now write off a lot of your travel. Now, the specifics on that, you can go ask your tax person if you want to. I'm not a tax person, so that is certainly not my wheelhouse, but there certainly is a lot of things that you would be able to write off on your taxes with this. So that's really exciting. All right. So the last thing I said I would show you guys is the list of 3,000 places that you can go to with this voucher, because both of us are just jacked out of our mind with this voucher. So I'm just going to throw this up here real quick. So there's 3,000 places in the United States and all over the world. So there's a lot in California, San Francisco, wine country. Hello. There's Florida, all of the places in Florida, like tons and tons in Orlando, if that's your jam. Again, it's not mine, not a Disney person. Hawaii is on here. Now, if you want to stay somewhere super, super bougie, sometimes your voucher will cover like 3 or 4 nights. If listed otherwise, it's 7 nights all inclusive. In most cases, especially if it's a resort that's all inclusive. Every state in Wisconsin is on here. I believe there is also Wisconsin Dells in here as well, if you like to stick around the state of Wisconsin. I don't know where the heck you could go in Wisconsin Dells in the summer. That's only $780 for the entire week. Asia, China, Malaysia, Maldives, Philippines even is on here. Thailand, that's on my list. The South Pacific, even Canada, if you like to go fishing up in Canada. Banff is on here, Banff National Park area. A lot of places in the Dominican, Cabo San Lucas on here too. That's Mexico. Sorry. Costa Rica is in here. Gosh, what else is really big? England, Scotland, Ireland, everywhere in Europe you could think of. Again, tons in Cancun, Cozumel, Ixtapa, Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, and even Dubai. So there is a ton on here. So
you got that right.
Well, that's all of why we're so excited in a nutshell. Is there anything I'm missing? I didn't see any questions pop up.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, that really, nails it. I mean, it really nails it. And I honestly can't even put into words sometimes how incredibly amazing it is, because you can travel. It's good for your mental health. It's just good for overall. There's tons of studies that show that, and do what you can. Life's short. Life is short. Travel and save some money.
And not just mental health, too, physical health. I think they just posted a study the other day. People who travel are healthier. They've got less heart issues, less stress, which ties into the mental health as well. And they're just happier in general. Think about the last time you had a vacation booked, just the anticipation alone of going on that vacation, how you felt. You couldn't wait, right? It's January, it's freezing cold, but you knew in February, March that warm vacation was coming, and you're like, it's coming.
Yeah.
So being able to do that.
Yeah, he has a bucket list, so he is doing some different things. We're planning where we're going for our 50th birthdays and saving some money. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
it's all about.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm doing a Facebook Live on Wednesday night on how I earn free Sky Miles without having to use a credit card or or flying. There's ways like that you can earn them. Yeah. So I'm going to do that at 8:00 Central Time on Wednesday night. So make sure you guys are there too. Because if you're like, oh, I really like that voucher, but oh, flights are expensive. Yeah. This is going to be a cool trick. So
Yeah, definitely.
if you're around, or it'll be recorded too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So anybody out there, head to my timeline on Wednesday night at 8:00 while you're laying in bed, and I'll give you some tips and tricks to how to get some free Sky Miles so you can earn a free flight. So
yeah, and definitely you have some place you want to go and you're like, I want to see if this is going to save me some money. Shoot Paul or I a message, or Becky, or who, let's take a look at it. Let's see, what we can save you, and you'll be amazed. You will be amazed.
yeah, I found Waikiki Beach, Florida condo, $1,000 for the week.
Mm-hmm.
That place is expensive, but $1,000 for the week to have your own place, you make some of your own food, walking distance to the beach. Yep, I'm all in.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Have a great night. Thanks, Becky, for sharing.
You too.
Thanks, everybody, for watching.